Good afternoon, Mayor Wagner and members of council. My name is Bruce Silverstein. I'm a Malibu resident who was fortunate enough to have a home that was spared by the fire. As such, I feel obliged to be doing what I can to be of service to my friends, neighbors, and fellow community members who were not so fortunate. And I know there's a lot of other members of this community who are like-minded. We all know that this council has a lot of hard work to do over the coming years, and I want to propose some general action items that may be helpful to facilitate the hard work that needs to be done, and also provide a framework for the city's success in meeting those objectives. I would like to propose that the City Council adopt a resolution directing the city manager through her staff and with the input of members of the public to prepare a detailed written action plan that identifies the task the city can accomplish to facilitate the efficient, economical, and expeditious rebuilding of the hundreds of homes that were destroyed by the fire, and which sets forth a specific timeline and other milestones against which the city's performance of these tasks can be measured, as well as a specific identification of the tasks that are beyond the city's jurisdiction or capability to facilitate. The members of the community need to know what is being done for them, and they deserve to know what they will need to do for themselves. I think that there needs to be a tight time frame for the preparation of this action plan, and a written report on a weekly basis or more frequently of what the city's progress is in meeting the milestones established in the action plan needs to be required, as well as the circumstances in which any task which is not performed in a timely manner can be explained. I believe the city should explore and include in the action plan a plan for providing temporary housing for property owners and renters who were displaced by the fire and who have been unable to find new housing for one reason or another. And in that regard, Pamela Ulick's proposal may serve as a good start. I think the plan should explore ways in which the city might facilitate the organization of the numerous members of the community who will be rebuilding and repairing their destroyed or damaged homes. They might realize economies of scale and bargaining leverage that comes from an organized effort to work together. And in that regard, I think Chris Carradine has a lot of great ideas. I would ask the council to direct the city manager to explore and recommend to this council as many ways as are legally possible to streamline and facilitate the rebuilding process, including the permitting process for the numerous tasks that must be performed to accomplish the rebuilding process in an efficient, economical, and expeditious manner. And lastly, as you all are aware, there are a number of relief and donation centers that have been established by the many generous and caring members of the community, but the space for those centers has been donated and may not continue to be available beyond the beginning of the year, or much further than that. And the members of the community who most need the relief are not going to get all the relief by that time. And if the city can facilitate the opening of some space, people are going to need furniture, appliances. There are a lot of people in this community who can't afford those things, and they don't yet have a place to put them. And right now is when people are being generous, so we really need a space that can be opened up and available for the next 6 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce.